Ever wanted to make someone miss you but didn't know how? Learn how to make someone miss you in a healthy and natural way. No games, no desperation. In this video, I'll show you powerful strategies to spark that longing in someone else. From simple tips to deep insights, you'll discover how to be remembered with care and admiration. Want to know the secret? Learn how to make someone miss you by being the best version of yourself. Don't miss this video. Let's transform your relationships together. Learn how to make someone miss you, for real. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about something everyone's experienced, how to make someone miss you. Ever found yourself thinking about someone, but it feels like they don't feel the same way about you? Or maybe you want someone to miss you, but you're not sure how to do it without coming off as clingy? Don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, we'll explore healthy and effective strategies to make someone miss you. No mind games needed. After all, who doesn't want to be remembered fondly, right? So stick around until the end because you're about to learn some game-changing tips that'll transform your relationships. Ready? Let's dive in. Tip 1. Leave something of yours behind. Ever left something at someone's place, and when they found it, they thought of you? That's no coincidence. Leaving a personal item, like glasses, earrings, or even a book, can be a subtle way to make someone think of you. When they find the item, their brain automatically connects it to the memories you've shared. It's like you're there, even when you're not. So, ever thought about forgetting something on purpose? Just don't overdo it, okay? The key is to leave something meaningful, something that reminds them of good times. For example, if you went somewhere special together and left an accessory you wore that day, the emotional connection will be even stronger. So, have you ever done this by accident? Or maybe someone left something at your place and it made you miss them? Tell me in the comments. Now let's move on to the next tip, which is all about the power of scents. Tip 2. Always wear the same perfume. Did you know that smell is one of the most powerful senses when it comes to memory? A signature scent can make someone think of you every time they catch a whiff of it. That's why you should choose a fragrance that's uniquely you. When you always wear the same perfume, it becomes part of your identity. The person starts associating that scent with the positive experiences you've shared. And even when you're not around, the smell can bring back good memories. Imagine this. They're out somewhere, catch a familiar scent, and suddenly they think of you. Pretty magical, right? But remember, the perfume should suit you and feel like a natural part of who you are. So, what's your favorite perfume? Ever thought about making a fragrance your signature scent? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about the next tip, which is all about time and distance. Tip 3. Give them time to miss you. Ever heard the phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder? Well, there's some truth to that. When you give someone space to breathe and reflect, they'll naturally start to miss you. Being always available or constantly reaching out can have the opposite effect. Instead of missing you, they might just get used to you always being there. So, it's important to have moments apart where you both focus on your own lives. This time apart is also a chance for you to reconnect with yourself. After all, no one misses someone who doesn't have a life of their own, right? So, take this time to do things you love, hang out with friends, and take care of yourself. So, have you noticed how time can change the way people see you? Tell me in the comments. Now, let's talk about the importance of staying independent. Tip 4. Stay independent. Having your own life is essential for any healthy relationship. When you nurture your interests, hobbies, and friendships, you show that you're a complete and interesting person. And guess what? That's irresistible. Independence makes the other person admire you and want to be around you. After all, no one wants someone who depends entirely on them for happiness, right? So invest in yourself, your dreams, and the things that make you happy. Plus, having an active and independent life means you'll have more stories to share when you're together. It keeps the relationship fresh and exciting. So, have you thought about what makes you happy outside of the other person? Tell me in the comments how you stay independent. Now let's move on to the next tip, which is all about social media. Tip 5. Control your social media activity. These days, it's super easy to know everything someone's doing just by checking their social media. But is that really a good thing? When you post everything in real time, the other person doesn't get a chance to miss you because they already know everything about you. That's why it's important to hold back a little. Leave some mystery. Don't reveal every detail of your life. That way, they'll stay curious and want to know more about you. And when you're not around, they'll genuinely miss you. Also, avoid commenting or liking everything they post. It can come off as needy or desperate. Show that you have your own life and don't need to be glued to your phone all the time. So, have you ever thought about how social media affects your relationships? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's get to the final tip, which is the most important of all. Tip 6. Be a memorable person. At the end of the day, the best way to make someone miss you is by being a memorable person. That means being someone who inspires admiration, has an interesting life, and knows how to enjoy their own company. Think about it. No one misses someone who's negative, dependent, or desperate. People miss those who bring joy, lightness, and good vibes. So, invest in being the best version of yourself, someone the other person wants to be around. Remember, you don't need anyone else to be happy. Happiness comes from within, and when you're good with yourself, people will naturally miss you. So, be like a lion, someone who commands respect and admiration, not like a puppy chasing attention all the time. So, what do you do to be a memorable person? Tell me in the comments. Now let's wrap this up. So, what did you think of these tips? I hope they help you make someone miss you in a natural and healthy way. Remember, the secret is to be authentic, independent, and full of life. After all, no one can resist someone who knows their own worth, right? If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to see this too. Drop a comment below telling me which tip was your favorite, or if you've tried any of these strategies before. I love hearing your stories. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click that button and join the family. We're always sharing content to help you improve your relationships and get to know yourself better. See you in the next video, and remember, you're amazing, and people will miss you when you're truly yourself.